The new Mix 1037 now with the best mix of the 80s, 90s, and today, Fisher in the Morning. Last night, The Bachelor on ABC was 2 hours, and Richmonder Rozlyn Papa was kicked off The Bachelor. If you missed it, here's a little recap.
Rozlyn, you entered into an inappropriate relationship with one of our staffers. That staffer is no longer working with us. Because of what happened, we feel it's now impossible to then now form a meaningful relationship with Jake.
I mean, I don't think that my personal life is really anybody's business.
This is something that we take incredibly serious. The bottom line is this: we feel, because of what's happened, it's impossible for you to continue on this show.
Well, that might be the case for last night. Rozlyn Papa on our show this morning. Hey, Rozlyn, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. All right, Rozlyn, we'll get to the scandal and everything that happened last night in a second, but I just wanted to kind of find out, what was it like, the experience of being on The Bachelor?
I can only hope that people know that this is a very scripted, edited television show, and that, fortunately for viewers, unfortunately for cast members, it's just for entertainment, and it does not represent who I really am, and it was an entertaining show. What did you think?
It was my first time watching it. I liked it. I was just kind of coming back to wondering why you were there. Were you there just for the fame?
I think a little bit. I think that I was there, and I think I got accused of being there for the wrong reasons, I think is what one of the girls said, and I'm not really sure what the right reasons are for being on a reality TV show. I think that it should be for the experience, just hoping for the best. I think I was there more just to have a good time, and I think I got kind of burned for that a little bit. My dad said to me last night, any publicity is good publicity, just roll with it.
We have Rozlyn from The Bachelor exclusively with us on the new Mix 1037. So, Rozlyn, how much of last night was real?
All I can say about that right now, because as I'm sure you know, we're bogged down with confidentiality agreements, but I will say that it's a TV show, and there's a lot more to that story, and it has nothing to do with sex.
Okay, so you say that there's no physical relationship, but on Chris Harrison's blog this morning, he says that there was physical contact. You're telling me that there was not even making out.
There was no making out. Unfortunately, I did not get any out of this big sex scandal that supposedly happened. If I had known I was going to get accused of it, maybe I would have gone for it. But
okay, so you're saying that nothing happened. ABC is saying something happened. There's no video to prove it, but aren't they sort of defaming your character?
ABC's official stance on this is that they're not saying that happened. What they're doing is saying that it's speculation by one of the other girls. But no, that didn't happen.
We're talking to Rozlyn Papa from The Bachelor exclusively on the new Mix 1037. Now, your name is kind of associated with all this scandal, but you're positive about it. But they're sort of also throwing you under the bus, saying that you lied about having a kid.
That is the one thing that upsets me about this whole scandal thing is that they know I have a child. They knew I had a child going into this, and they still sort of threw me under the bus and tried to make me look bad, knowing that I have a child. That's the part that really upsets me the most. That's really the only thing that bugs me. But I think eventually it'll come out that this is all just, hype for the show. And, my son and I had a talk about TV and how not everything you see on TV is real, and people are going to say bad things about you. We had that whole talk, and at the end of the day, no matter what anybody says about me, I have this great little boy that just makes everything better. I look at him, and everything's okay. It doesn't matter what anybody else is saying about me, and everything's better. So
overall, despite the scandal, are you happy that you did The Bachelor?
Yeah, I just had a good time, and I don't regret it. Hopefully people will see that it's just a show.
Rozlyn from The Bachelor, thanks so much for coming on exclusively with the new Mix 1037.
Sure, absolutely. It was nice talking to you.
All right, if you missed any of it, we'll have it up online, mix1037.com. Use search word mornings.